Hi everyone, it's Cal here to talk about the Kundalini, and thank you for being here today. I hope you're all doing really well. Um, so back to the Kundalini, we had talked about how each level it has each energetic level has a correspondence to a planet, and we'll see how that unifies later on. Right now, it's kind of just a statement. Okay, each level has a planet. We're going to take a little bit of a digression into the world of energy, and as a mystic, it doesn't matter to me where the template comes from for the unity. When you're in um, a deep meditation, or when you go through the experience and you have the knowledge, it doesn't matter what the label of the thing is. It only matters that it is reliable. So we are going to take a bunch of pieces of knowledge from very different places, and we're going to bring them all together and show how they are all unified together and what that means. And we're going to start with the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel, there's a variety of medicine wheels out there, and they come from all sorts of different cultures and all sorts of different teachings. And the one we are going to use right now is the one from traditional Chinese medicine, because Chinese medicine is over 5,000 years old, and it has been widely practiced and widely researched. And so we know that that template is reliable. Okay. And then at the end of this journey, we're going to tie in other medicine wheels as well. And you can see how they all correspond to one thing, which we know as the circle, and that everything has a circle, from smaller circles to larger circles. And they're all moving in the same way, separately and in unity, and what that means. So starting with traditional Chinese medicine, we have the medicine wheel, and I've drawn on my on my little chalkboard here, my sad little chalkboard. I have drawn the medicine wheel from Chinese medicine. It's known as the Meridian Wheel. And why it's called the Meridian Wheel is because the Chinese have tracked and documented these points of energy that form rivers in our body. And these rivers are called meridians, and they mirror on each side of the body. Now, for now, that's all you need to know. We're going to talk about the meridians for our 12 main organs, which have been documented by traditional Chinese medicine, known as the Meridian Wheel. You can Google that. And there are 12 components to this meridian wheel. Okay, it goes from spleen, heart, small intestine, bladder, kidney, circulation, something called the triple heater, which isn't quite an organ, but it works as an organ because it helps with all the moisture in your body and creating homeostasis. The gallbladder, liver, lungs, large intestine, and stomach. Those are the 12 main organs that we are going to be talking about. Some can argue that circulation is an organ, but it really is a system. Okay, so it is included on this wheel. This wheel, I'm showing the 12 organs on this wheel. I'm not showing the connection. So if you look at a Meridian Wheel online, you'll see that there are connections between these organs, because these organs work together actually as a unit. They are not independent. That's why when somebody has the gallbladder removed, it could affect other organs, or when somebody has something else going wrong, it affects the other organs, because your body works interactively and interdependently. Now, what does this have to do with cosmic reality? Everything. Because you are actually a star, with all the geometric alignments within your body. You are becoming crystallized, or after you unify yourself, you are going to become more and more crystallized, and that means you're going to be able to conduct more and more energy from outside of you, from inside of you through the earth, from outside of you from other sources. And this is your future, interactiveness, and being a star, and being able to conduct and control your energy independently and collectively. And it's pretty fantastic. You are actually turning slowly into a superhuman, a Uberman, a full-on light bulb of energy, like the stars you see in the sky, which are collectives. You are becoming that, and you are dying to yourself and being reborn. And in every second, as you blink your eye, you die to the world, and then you reborn when you open your eye. But this kind of on and off, open and close, is going on within every component of your being. And it is because everything stems from the two forces of male and female. And the female is kind of the destructive force. She is ultimately the controller, just from her sheer mass, her sheer power. She is the rejuvenator. She is night. She is the closing. And the active is the opening, the builder. The active is you could say, the pain of learning in the world. And then the receptive force is the rejuvenator, the repairer of that pain. So this kind of on and off is going on in your organs all day long. You know, energy flows in, and it is worked on to become better, and then it's flushed out. So this in and out motion is happening all the time, on small levels and big levels. And in order to do the Kundalini, all your organs have to be working and strengthened, vitally strong. And what we think about, what we do, and how we feel affects our organs. So being able to create focus and being able to be receptive at the same time is the key to the working of our organs. Now we're going to see how our organs contribute to us being part of a universal pattern. And that's why we're looking at the Meridian Wheel. So the Meridian Wheel has 4 components to it, 4 sections, or I'm sorry, 12 sections. I was thinking of the elements. There's 4 elements. It has 12 sections to it. And like I said, they're all interconnected. Now each section, it works in a pattern, and that's why each of the organs is placed in a specific quadrant, because it travels from this quadrant to this quadrant to this quadrant to this quadrant, blah, 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 all the way around to form a 24-hour cycle. And each compartment of each section of the wheel takes 2 hours. So it isn't long and short. It's all equal. Okay, that's really important. Each section of the wheel is equal. 12 sections, all equal. They all take 2 hours, and they create a 24-hour cycle. Well, in this 24-hour cycle, it's interesting to know that the organs, as well as the organs, are emotional. Okay, the organs are emotional, and when it comes to mind-body healing, how can we know what kind of emotion our organs are storing if they're in ailment, and how to fix it? And this is another component of this sort of mystical view, is that you know what is stored in each part of the body, because the body is a storage system for all your thoughts, and it creatively creates alignments to make thoughts. It houses all your feelings, emotions, and experiences. So you have this massive storage unit, but it's more complex than that. So this meridian wheel actually runs in the same way as the universal cycle, the earthly cycle, which has a 24-hour cycle as well, and we'll look at that, and the galactic cycle, the precessional cycle, and pretty much everything. Even if you take the plant world, recently I was looking at, I think I was looking at Bach remedies, and there are 12 main flowers, and you can actually map them to this wheel because they have the same types of energies as these organs, which was fascinating. So that's the beginning. Understanding the meridian wheel just a little bit is the beginning of understanding the energy flow, which flows to the right around this wheel. Sorry, I just had the phone ring there. And while I was busy, I just quickly put the symbols of the zodiac on here, because the zodiac is actually a template for universal energy. And the interesting thing about it is that our own energy fits within that. And our dominant forces, our 12 dominant organs, actually have been defined by the Zodiac Template. So I've just gone and put the signs of the zodiac all the way around here, each to its own organ. And the healing portion of this is that the zodiac, once you understand this pattern, can actually help you heal your body. Because, for example, why don't we see these zodiac symbols in the sky? Well, because these, or the zodiac glyphs, because these zodiac glyphs aren't in the sky, they're actually in the human body. So, for example, if we talk about the stomach, if we look at the stomach, the zodiac symbol for Gemini is this. Now, it also represents the stomach meridians. So if we look at the stomach meridians, we will see that the stomach meridians run right on each side of the body. They mirror each other. And you can actually see this if you look at the muscle groups of the, I think it's the abductors. You can actually see that energy manifesting through the muscle group. So all these symbols to the zodiac exist in the human body. And it is actually a cheat sheet. They're not all meridians. It's actually a cheat sheet to understanding the type of mental energy that is stored within each organ. And the interesting thing about it is that this zodiac template can be put on anything, and you can find the dominant mental energy that is prevalent there. And knowing that, you can alter it. So we will get a little bit more into this, a little bit more into this individually later, but we're going to look at the pattern now from the zodiacs to the organs. And I hope this video was clear and wasn't confusing. If you have any questions, let me know. I just wanted to give you a brief idea about what I'm going to be embarking on when it comes to understanding universal knowledge, because it's actually quite big. It's not this kind of little thing. It's simplistic, but it's intricate. So it's the same thing repeating itself, the same all over again. However, sometimes the energies morph a little here or morph a little there. But fundamentally, it is the same energies everywhere. And that's what the template of zodiacs, the circle of zodiacs with the symbols and the energies, the archetypes that are attached to them, that's what this symbolizes. It is a template of universal energy. And once you understand that, you can use it to heal the body because it is outlining the mental components. Now, what is in the center of the circle? The center of the circle that is holding all these energies together, that is the receptive force. So the receptive force, which holds the power, exists in all of these quadrants. And it is the force that every quadrant has to connect to. So you've got the mental energy of the zodiac, which is prevalent in the organ, and it has to connect to the receptive force. It has to connect to love in order to function properly. We will look at the elements and how the elements correspond probably in our next video, but I'll leave it here for now. All right, thanks for watching.